Hello and welcome back to Got Sports. Now, the Euro group stages have just finished, and what a group stages it was. I mean, the fact that there's now third place qualifiers makes the group stages so much more interesting, as every group isn't really decided till the last day, and so teams are still really up for fighting, even for that chance to get that third place and qualify that way. So it's really exciting, unlike some of the World Cup group stages games, like England-Belgium was, for instance, where both teams were already qualified. So it was kind of not really worth playing for much. And we didn't get so many of those games at the Euros this year because obviously all the groups weren't decided till the last day. Some teams had qualified, but it's still whether they qualify first or not and how that draw could end up. I mean, Group H, all the teams were in different positions all the time. I mean, I think Portugal at some points in the game were in fourth, some points were in third, some points second, some points first. And if it wasn't for Ronaldo, they wouldn't have qualified. But with Ronaldo's goals, they managed to sneak into that third place and qualify. But today I'm going to be predicting the round of 16. So without further ado, let's get on with those predictions. Now, the first fixture of the round of 16 is Wales versus Denmark, and this could be quite the tie. Now, Denmark obviously struggled after the whole Christian Eriksen incident. I hope the best for Christian Eriksen and his recovery, but it knocked the team to start with. But since then, they've been progressing more and more as the tournament has gone on, and I feel like they've become a real strong unit. However, Wales, on the other hand, if Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey are playing well, they can be unstoppable. Some of the balls Gareth Bale has been playing through has been unbelievable at times this tournament, and Aaron Ramsey has usually been on the end of it, and if he'd been a bit more clinical, Wales could have won some of these games 3 or 4-0. The only game they managed to lose in the group stages was to Italy, and Italy have been unbelievable so far. So I'm saying if Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey are on form, then they could tear up Denmark. So my prediction is it's going to be a very close game, and if Aaron Ramsey and Gareth Bale turn up for Wales, then Wales will win this one. So I'm going to predict Wales go through. Okay, the second game of the Saturday of the round of 16 is Italy versus Austria. Now, unfortunately for Austria, Italy have just been unbelievable. They came into this tournament on such a winning run, and they've just extended that in the group stages and have had pretty much no problems. They didn't concede a goal in the group stages. They won all the games pretty comfortably, and they were scoring for fun, and they picked up 9 points. So this tie is pretty easy one to predict. There's no way I can see Austria doing anything to Italy, so Italy will go through that one. Now on to Sunday's fixture. The first one, Netherlands versus Czech Republic. Now, Netherlands in the group stages were amazing. Gini Wijnaldum as captain has really got this team playing some good football. They won all their games. They were scoring freely. The only thing I would say is, though, when they played Ukraine and when they went from 2-0 up to 2-0 down in a matter of minutes, they seemed to crumble. They did manage to win that back, but if that happens in the knockout rounds, a team will punish that. On the other hand, we have the Czech Republic, who I think surprised most people. The fact they easily dispatched Scotland, and Schick, or should I say Willenny's goal, was incredible from the halfway line. They easily dispatched them. They gave Croatia a really good game and could have won that one quite easily as well. Against England, they were both kind of through England and Czech Republic, so it wasn't quite the game we were expecting, but 1-0 to England, kind of expected. But the Czech Republic could surprise a lot of people, especially if Schick plays well. He's scored 3, is it, already? And I think he could score another one. So I'm going to actually say that the Czech Republic shock everyone and beat Netherlands. I think it'll be a close game, and something just won't be quite going Netherlands' way, and then Czech Republic will score a goal, and the Netherlands will capitulate a bit like they did against Ukraine, except for I think the Czech Republic have enough to go through, and when the Netherlands do capitulate, the Czech Republic storm through. This is a bit of a bold prediction, but I'm going to say Czech Republic go through. The other game on Sunday is Belgium versus Portugal. Wow, if that's not a mouth-watering tie, I don't know what is. Belgium in the group stages were getting better and better as they go on, and that's probably to do with De Bruyne's fitness. The more De Bruyne was fit, the more he was playing, the better Belgium played. They struggled a bit, but once De Bruyne came on, they're a different team. So they're looking really good. Obviously, 9 out of 9 points as well. And they're playing Portugal. Portugal were in the group of death. They managed to get out in third. They were stunning in the last few minutes against Hungary. And, I mean, when they were stunning, they were so clinical, 3-0. They got beat by Germany 4-2 in a really strange game. The Portuguese just kind of didn't defend. Ruben Dias was all over the place. And then they drew with France thanks to Ronnie being on form again. But there's just something about Portugal in knockout stages. Ronaldo just seems to grind up the gears and just find that extra gear and will score. He's going to score. He's on fire already. So if Portugal start playing well, and I think if they start Renato Sanchez in the middle, because he kind of brings that extra energy about them, I think that Portugal will win this, and I think Ronaldo will be the key difference in this game. So I think Portugal are going to knock out Belgium, but what a tie it's going to be. On Monday, we then see Croatia versus Spain. Now, Croatia started quite slowly, I'd say, to this tournament. They didn't beat England, and they just kind of didn't look great, but you've got to say England actually played kind of well when you look back at it. And then they didn't kind of wake up against Czech Republic. The Czech Republic scored that goal and they just never seemed to get over it. And then against Scotland, we saw the Croatia that was in the World Cup. Luka Modric, the outside of the boot flick goal was unbelievable. And so if Luka Modric and that Croatia side turn up, then they could do some damage. Spain, on the other hand, qualified in second, which I think a lot of people wouldn't have predicted before the tournament. They just couldn't seem to find goals in games. And then against Slovakia, obviously the floodgates opened. But that may have been down to more Slovakia letting in goals rather than Spain being extra good. So it depends what Spain we're going to get. So I'm going to actually say that I think Croatia will win this. Both of these have started slowly and are getting better as the tournament goes on. So it'll be interesting to see. But I think Croatia are going to do. I think Modric is going to pull them out of the hole again. So I'm going to predict Croatia win this one. Then we come to France, Switzerland. Now, France, I thought they would either win all the games, or if they did drop points, they'd drop them more to Germany and Portugal. I thought they would breeze through against Hungary, but they didn't. They got a draw against them, and they got a draw against Portugal, and they only just managed to beat Germany. So maybe France aren't quite as good as we think they are, but again, it was the group of death, so it was a really hard game. And the fact that Hungary had just that many fans, I think that put the difference in. But France versus Switzerland, I can only see one winner, and that being France. I know Switzerland have been good. They managed to get out of their group. Xherdan Shaqiri, new lease of life for him. He's been on fire, as he always is for Switzerland. I think if Liverpool played it more, Switzerland would have even better chance. But I just think France will probably overpower this. And I think Mbappe will finally start turning up for the Euros. I mean, he's been in there. He's been unlucky not to have some goals. But I think he could come alive. Now it's got to the knockout round and prove why he's going to be the next step. Okay, then on Tuesday we come to the big one, England versus Germany. England qualifying top of the group, which was a sensible thing to do usually. Maybe if we'd finished second, it probably would have been better. Although saying that, second place is playing Spain, is it? I think Croatia can finish second, so we would have been playing Spain or Netherlands. Basically, anyone from our group, it would have been a hard game anyway. But we've got Germany, we've drawn Germany, but we are playing at home, so that is good. But it's the old rivals. England versus Germany history is very favourable to the Germans, not so much to us. Although when we did play in 1966 at Wembley, we did beat them and obviously won the World Cup. So I think the omens are there. And I think the fact that this England team is just so much better and playing well, and we're going in with that winning mentality, I think we might do it. Germany, on the other hand, they had a really tough group. They couldn't really get started against France. They then demolished Portugal, which I don't think anyone saw coming. And then against Hungary, struggled and just managed to get a draw at the very end. It's going to be a difficult one. I think the Germans just aren't the same. But again, Germany always seem to do us. So this is going to be a really hard one to predict. But I think if Gareth Southgate doesn't play two centre defensive mids and decides to actually play a bit more up front and starts Jack Grealish, I think we can do it. So I'm going to predict England go through. I'm praying we go through. So I'm going to say England. And the final game is Sweden-Ukraine. Who would have thought Sweden would have topped the group? I don't think anyone did. And Ukraine, they gave some really good games in their group as well. That nearly should have got that comeback against Netherlands, and maybe they would have even qualified top. I'm going to go for a Sweden win, though. I think Sweden just have a bit more about them than Ukraine. But either way, I wasn't expecting to see both those teams doing so well in the group stages, but I do think Sweden will win that tie. And that concludes my predictions. Yeah, those are my predictions, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and why not share this video on social media so your friends can see. Tell me your predictions in the comment section down below, as well as what you think of my predictions. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Make sure you put it there. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button for more weekly sports videos. I'll try and get some more videos out for you. It's been a bit hectic, but hopefully there'll be more videos coming out soon. So you're going to want to click that subscribe button, especially if you're into football, AFL, tennis. I'm going to do some tennis videos soon. All of those, make sure you click that subscribe button. If you subscribed and been like that already, make sure you also click that bell button so you never miss when there's a new upload, because there isn't a schedule on this channel like my other channels. So if you have the bell button, then you'll never miss when I upload. If you do want more content from me, make sure you check out my main channel, Gate of Theories. There's a link in the description if you want to go see that. On there, we do 3 film and TV videos a week. So if film and TV stuff, check that out. If you're more into reactions, I also have another channel, Got Reacts. There's a link down below if you want to check that one out as well, where we do daily reaction videos on there. So make sure you check them both out. Links in the description, as I said before. But you've been watching Got Sports. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon for a brand new sports video. Thanks for watching, guys.